Giannis Antetokounmpo, a four-time All-Star, two-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and three-time All-Defensive Player, just to name a few incredible things he has done in his career. He has proved to the NBA that he is one of the best active NBA players to have ever touched a basketball. He was capable of winning MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and carry his team to have the best record in the NBA all in one season. Giannis is a legendary player hands down. We all know that. But I'm sure we also know that Giannis has four other brothers, three of them that play basketball: Kostas, Alex, and Thanasis. Well, here's the question I would like to answer today. Could any of them be a star in the NBA? How's everybody doing today? It's Sports All back with another video. Today I'm going to talk about the Antetokounmpos, and will there be another one of them who's a star? Let's not waste any time, and let's get straight into it. Let me first tell you how this is going to work. We will be looking at every person individually, seeing what type of skill they can bring to the table. Then at the end, we will compare the three and see if any of them can be a star. Let's start off with the one that just won a championship, Kostas Antetokounmpo. Now, Kostas just played his second year in the NBA, but was once again a reserve player. During the season, he only played in 5 games. Well, he hasn't really proved much in the NBA, so why don't we take a look at college? He was a one and done in college and averaged 5 points, 0 assists, 3 rebounds, and a block.
Boy, if you don't...
Yeah, nothing too impressive. It's safe to say that for now, it is not looking like Kostas has a bright future ahead of him. But there is one thing I would love to see that would determine if Kostas is somewhat a decent player or not, and that is playing with his brother Giannis. Now, do I think that will happen? I mean, I'm not too sure, but for now, I think it's clear that Kostas Antetokounmpo isn't looking like a star in the NBA. Next up is Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Now, Thanasis has also played in the NBA for 2 years, and just like Kostas, he hasn't really put up any good numbers. But something looks a bit strange on the stat line. Look at his age in the 2 seasons. His first he was 23, but the second year he was 27. Well, what happened? Well, he spent a lot of time in the G League, which isn't where you want to be if you're Thanasis. And in the G League, he put up decent numbers in 4 years, averaging 12 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block per game, which isn't the best stats, especially for a G League player. And Thanasis is 28. He's officially out of his rookie years, and he is now in the middle of his prime. So it's safe to say that Thanasis Antetokounmpo will most likely not be a star in the NBA at the age of 28 or above. And the last brother we need to look at is Alex Antetokounmpo. And Alex, well, he announced that he's going to skip college to play in Europe. So yeah, Alex won't be a star in the NBA because he'll be spending his time in Europe. And we're not going to go over if he's going to be a star in Europe or not. It's down to Thanasis and Kostas. And the obvious choice here is Kostas. Kostas is still very young and he has a long way to go in his career. However, Thanasis, he's 28 now and he isn't looking the greatest. But for Kostas, we should at least have some hope for the guy. At his age, he still has a good amount of time to prove that he is a good NBA player. And the only way I think that can happen is if he's given the chance to. In LA, there's no way he would start over Anthony Davis, but Frank Vogel should at least give him 10 to 15 minutes a game to see what he can do. In college, Kostas only started in 6 games, which isn't a lot, and that's pretty much the reason why he didn't prove anything. However, there is one thing I saw that caught my attention. In high school, Kostas had an average of 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks a game. Here's my point. The point is not what I'm really looking at. The points is not really what I'm looking at. But the rebounds and the blocks are really good. That's my point, you guys. You see, Kostas may not be the type of guy to be averaging 20 points a game, but he's a good defensive player. And Kostas, I know he didn't really do well in college, and to be honest, I would have probably stayed in college a little longer, but the problem is he didn't. But if he were to do well in the NBA, you'd see him grab a bunch of boards, get some blocks, and have a decent amount of points. So the big question is, will there be another Antetokounmpo in the league who is an all-star? Well, no. For now, it's looking like a huge no. And I think it's safe to say that the closest player to even being somewhat a decent player in the NBA is Kostas Antetokounmpo. That is going to be it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. We are on the road to 500 subscribers, so if you're new and you're watching this video, please hit that red button. I will see you all next time. I'm out.